Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. So pretty exciting here. We've got construction of the new pad underway. There it is, it started. I wasn't able to get home in time, get some action shots of this. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be home in time, see some poles getting set, see how the day goes. But this is super exciting. Let me show you what they did today. What do you think, kid?
Super excited.
Super excited. Pretty awesome.
Right now we got some crooked poles.
Yep, crooked poles. It looks like Stonehenge. It's post-henge.
Post-henge.
Post-henge, yeah.
They'll straighten out.
Yeah, they will. Let's see, this is what, what we've got here. So you got these humongous holes, 4 foot below grade, all the way down every 10 feet across. There'll be a couple more smaller ones here for where the garage doors are. But look at it. Posts in the ground. Kind of show you up here what we end up doing. So these are 16 foot 8x8 timbers. These are like pressure treated to the gills. They're made for going right in the water in the ground. And then you see there's 3 rebars. So you got the 3 rebars in now. That'll get dropped into the hole. And then that hole will be filled with concrete. And then this will lock the timbers in to prevent the uplift so you don't, your building doesn't blow away in a hurricane. Then once we get those set, later on there'll be another row of rebar that comes right, basically there'll be a haunch down there and it'll be another rebar like up this high and it'll be continuous around the whole perimeter of the house. So this whole perimeter will be a rebar cage, the whole kit and caboodle, to hold it all, lock it all together. So super cool. Trusses should be here sometime tomorrow. It's pretty exciting. So we'll catch up with you tomorrow, show you some more progress, how it's going on, and hopefully we can catch the boys in action. Thanks to our friends Eric and Matt, TEC Construction. They're the ones helping us put up the frame so that our mittens can get to work. It's gonna be awesome. We're excited. Excited. Look at these huge posts. Go stand next to one, kid. Look at it. They're humongous.
Pretty tall.
Yeah, they're pretty tall. Yeah. Yes. Big posts. Big posts. All right, guys. We will catch you tomorrow in a second. All right. Well, gang, day number 2. The boys from TEC Construction are here, and I'm breaking my neck, but here we are. They're setting posts. So we got the 4 corners are all set. And these Mongo holes we've got here, these 24-inch holes, it's ridiculous. But I guess here in hurricane land, it'll keep us safe. So initially we've got 12 80-pound bags of Sacrete in each hole. So they got the 4 corners set. And then they're gonna go around, build the rest of the perimeter, and then once the roof is on and we're all set, I'll have a concrete truck come and then we'll fill these holes completely right to the top, and then we'll do the rest of the slab. So yeah, it's going to be secure. It's pretty awesome, and let's just watch the guys. They're just doing their thing. I don't want to get in their way. Like when I was in business, I used to tell the customers, if you want to help, there's a 30% additional charge for you helping. So I'm going to stay out of the way, let them do their thing. Artists at work. Well, let's watch them work. I don't know. And I'm going to go do something else, maybe, because I'll get in their way. Well, that's a wrap for Friday. What you think, Bear? Bear, hey, get over here. Come here. Don't fall in a hole. What do you think, Eric? Success?
Oh, yeah.
Was it a good day? A couple of them were a pain in the butt, I know that.
Cold, man. Hard. It get hard, especially with the wind blowing like it is.
Yeah, it's like a dang hurricane out here all the time. But it looks awesome. Looks great. I think that's good for this week.
Cold as ever gonna be.
Those bulls are never moving. Nope, not at all. Bear, get over here before you break the string. Come here. All right, guys, we will catch you next week in a second. All right, y'all take care. See you in a sec. Well, gang, we've got some serious progress here. So it's been a couple days. I know it's been just like a couple seconds for you. It's been a couple of days. The guys got all the posts in. Everything's trimmed off right to the correct height. These posts here, that'll be a 12-foot door in the center and then 10s on either side. Yeah, check it out. Looking cool. And they've got 2 of the trusses up. And check out, we'll walk around. It's going to be essentially like a giant ranch house. So we're walking in the garage now, and pretty soon we'll be, here we are, in the living area. So pretty cool. These timbers are massive. These big old, you know, look at these things. These giant timbers. And then these big old holes, like I said before, they'll all be filled with concrete. But hopefully we'll get some action shots of the guys working tomorrow, getting some of these set up here. And they got the first one purlin in up there just to keep those 2 trusses stabilized and locked together. You can see it up there. And we've got a 12-inch overhang up there on the eaves. So it's going to be pretty sweet. Come on down, and then down at the end, we've got a little 12-inch soffit detail hanging off the side, and it's pretty awesome. We're psyched. We're psyched. So we'll get some action pictures tomorrow, get these guys working, and then once they're done with that, we get it plywood. Then it's up to us to get busy and get working. So all right. So we'll see you in a second with some truss installation action going on. All right, guys, love it. Super, super cool. I'm psyched. I can't wait. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Get on down there. Put your hand down. I have to back off on my boat a little bit.
Nice and even, Steven. Looking good. Shazam. You duded it. Looks good. All right, guys, made it home just in time. Watch the boys put this last truss up. Check it out. Super cool. Are these trusses all angle iron? These trusses are all made to order right down the road, local place, all made out of angle iron. We got Ace Matt, the equipment operator, ready to go with his hoist, ready to rock and roll. Let's watch him put this critter up. That's what they had done ahead of time. And they laid out all the poles, drilled all the posts out, ready. They got the big carriage bolts in there ready to go. So all they'll need to do is lift it, get it on top of the post, Should be able to just pound those bolts through, put the nuts on, run a purlin across, and be good to go. Look at that, that's super cool watching it fly. I heard the sound change. There, he's got it now. Got his over here. Looking good. Nice. That's it. Putting up a truss. The last one. Super cool. Love it. Look at that. It's starting to look like a little cabin. Love it. All right, guess the next step, purlins. We're putting up the purlins here. Get a roof deck on it. Very cool. All right, guys, we'll see you in a few. We'll put some purlins on. Well, guys. Well, gang, the guys have almost all the purlins up. As you can see, just a few on the end. But we're gonna try to get a few of these odds and ends here done today. My buddy let me borrow his lift, which is huge. So we've got a few nailers that we're gonna put in. So we gotta put a nailer up on that top cord of that truss. So if you're doing this in the future, it's a lot easier if you take this and put this together on the ground. So screw these, what we're gonna do right now, up here, running on that cord right there, whoop. A lot easier to do it on the ground and then stand it up. And a nailer for the wall on the bottom cord going down. And then we should be all set. So let's get up in the lift here. We'll get up there and we'll see if we can get some good aerial shots here too. Okay, so what we're gonna do, it's a 6 pitch, so we have a 22.5-degree angle. So we're gonna screw a 2x4 right to this cord right here. And that'll be our first one. Hopefully it'll fit underneath there. Let's do a little test fit. I think I have to do a little notcholina. Yep. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do that, but we gotta cut that tail off a bit. So I'm marked out with a pencil. And we'll call Karina and see if she can chop this off for us. All right, let's try this again. Test fit action. Oh yeah, plenty good. And I know I got to get some better tools here. There we go. First board up. Shazam. Okay, so I got some straps here. Hold the other end of this board. What I'm gonna do is I got one of these little cinch straps. I'm just gonna put it around here and help hold the end of the board for me. Just use your teeth, whatever it takes. There, now it's up there. Not gonna go anywhere. We got this bottom edge lined up, flush with our post. We'll send a screw home. And we're in. We are in. This thing is a lifesaver. Do you imagine me trying to do this on an extension ladder? Nope. Last screwage. All right, guys, that's it for today. So we got this side basically done as far as we could reach. Got that flat one there, needs a couple more screws, but you know, the one on the horizontal. That's about it. So tomorrow we're gonna finish the other side, then we'll go to the other side, take care of that, and we will see you soon, either with the guys on the roof, finishing up this, or we gotta put some beams in here. We might catch on these beams. So I'm not sure where we'll be next, but we'll see you in a second, either on the roof or putting some beams up. All right, guys, thanks. See you soon. Looking good. Lift's a lifesaver. All right, guys, update time. So I'm up on the roof, putting all this seam tape up on the roof, and wanted to give you an update here where we left off the other day. As I said that can't remember exactly what I said, but it was either I was gonna work on the beams or whatever. Well, I got carried away. I didn't bust out the camera, so I'm gonna kind of give you a full update. Look at it, it's all sheathed. Beautiful. And I'm gonna be forthright. I was planning on putting all the metal on this building, and I got up on the roof to start doing this tape. And I realized, you know what? I'm too old for this, and it's too much of a job, and I don't want to involve my friends in all of this madness. So we've got a crew coming Saturday. Today's Thursday, so we got a good crew coming Saturday to get all the metal on the roof. I'll go show it to you, but check it out. There it is. It's all up. I started doing the beams this past weekend, so I'll show you that more in depth when we finish the rest of them. You can see there I mortised for the 2x12 to go in. If you can see it up there, you can see how I mortised it in, the same on the top. So that's all cut in straight. I'm gonna do the same over on this side and then tie it all into the wall. So this is this weekend's project coming up. We're gonna finish this gable end and then work on the beams on the other gable end. I'll take you out front here and show you where we are here. So I'm working on this tape. I'm gonna take you up and show you what you gotta do there. But you gotta tape all these seams now and then roll them down. So I'm in the process of taping, and then we'll go back and we'll hit them. But I did the center, and it's a little sketchy. So as you can see, I'm wearing my old trusty Barndominium harness. Now I used to do solar work, you know, as an electrician, and I used to dance on these roofs. It's been a while, and you get up there, I know it's not that high, but it's high. And anyway, I don't want a broken neck or a broken arm. I already fell off a horse this year. I don't want to do that again. So we're safe. I got the cleat up on the roof, so I had it in the middle because I don't want to do a pendulum, you know, if I fell. So I just moved it to the other side. We'll finish that side, come over on this side, finish over here. So I got that section to do. Then we'll hop over and do that section over there on the right side. And then after that's all done and rolled, we got to put an underlayment, synthetic underlayment before the metal. And here's the roof. So this is the roof here. Got it from a local place here, an old Dixie Metal right here, Summerdale, Alabama. So they hooked us up with all of that, and yeah, that's a lot of roof. I couldn't believe it. They told me 5,000 screws. So that's pretty crazy that these guys will be putting in 5,000 screws. Here they are. Quantity 2,500 times 2. That's a lot of screws. All right, so let's hop up on the roof and we'll finish doing some taping here. Here's the inside of the building. On the way over to the lift. My buddy let me use this lift, and man, it's a lifesaver. But look at it, super cool. It's gonna be quite the house when we're done. Right now we're calling it the picnic pavilion. Green is out there mowing away. So let's hop up on the roof. All right, we made it. So there's our 66 Ford. If you haven't watched that video, you got to check it out. It's pretty funny. Here's our fancy harness thing. You know, safety first. I don't want to have a broken neck. I'll give you a bird's eye view. So this is where we are. So I don't know if this camera's going to do it justice, but it's a little high when you're up here. Not too bad, but Wall's down there mowing. All right, so we're just going to get this tape. Get it on all these seams. It's sketchiest when you're by the eaves. Up here it's comfortable, but when you're by the eaves and the fascia, it gets a little sketchy. So I'm gonna get to it here. All right, so we got our magic leash. So to make sure that, you know, you're kind of tight so that you can't go flopping off the edge. So this is like the sketchiest part of them all. Oh, oof. All right, here we go. So this is a super sticky seam tape. Just gonna start here. That's all we've been doing. And I've been just rolling it out. Press it down the best I can with my hand. And then you need to come back with a metal roller and roll this stuff in. I think it's best when it's warm. And then it really pushes into this. We're using OSB as sheathing. If I was gonna put shingles, like regular asphalt shingles on here, there's no way I would use OSB. It's probably okay, but I wouldn't do it. The last house we built up in Connecticut a few years ago, we did 5/8 plywood, and that's kind of what I prefer, but we're doing a steel roof. So this OSB on this building is mainly for shear strength, to help give the building some rigidity with the winds. Because we got to be I think it's 154 mile an hour wind rated down here. We're really close to the Gulf and Mobile Bay. So it's kind of like Hurricane Central, but if you want to live in a place like this, I guess it's the chance you take. So you do the bottom one first, and then you just kind of keep working your way up, just like you would any other roofing thing. Up on the roof. It's time to move down to the end, as far as I can go. Remember on a job years ago, the safety director said, only tie up to something that can hold the weight of an old Buick. That's when these body harnesses first started. Before that, it was just a belt. Make sure that they had belts so to make sure that when you fall, you'd have a broken back, and yeah, you'd be like a vegetable. You'd be paralyzed. There's no way I'd be doing this without a harness. Yep. Well, kids, I think we did it. All taped up. That was a good time. My back's a little sore. It's good, little stretch action. So next we just got to put some synthetic underlayment over this, and then the guys can put that metal on. So we will see you on Saturday when the guys are putting the metal on. We'll watch them work, and we'll put some beams up. War Eagle. Well, gang, that was a success. We got it done. Back's a little sore, but we got it done. This project hopefully will whip me into shape. Like I said, we'll see you guys on Saturday when the guys are here putting the old roof on. We'll catch you then. Nice. I like it. Well, I tried putting all that paper up. I got like, I think 3/4 of one side done, and I got the professionals here now putting the roof on. So some things are just left to a professional. So that's what we did. I got the paper on. They're doing the rest of it. So they got the first panel up. I'll show you what they're doing here while we're doing some beams. So we're gonna hop on, putting the beams across the gable end. But the guys are up. Look at that beautiful roof. So they're gonna get all the panels up and then go back and back screw it after. So it's gonna be beautiful. Don't have to worry about the rain anymore. These guys are like magicians. They put all that paper on, nailed it like crazy in about an hour and a half. I spent like, I don't know, 10 hours, and I got 3/4 of one side done. And those guys in an hour and a half did the other side and this whole front. So leave it to the professionals. So we're gonna get back busy here. We're building these headers across the garage doors, get them all framed in, and then we can stitch that together, and then we'll hop over to the other side and get that all straightened out. So time to get back to it, get back up here, start putting these header beams in. Santos and his boys are kicking butt here. Like half a day, they got the whole front up. Now the guys are working on the back. It looks really good. What you think, kiddo?
Really awesome.
Looks really awesome indeed. Looks real good. They make it look easy. It's hard work. These guys make it look easy. I'm gonna show you what we've been up to on the side over here. So we've been working on framing this gable end in, putting these triple 2x12 beams across like a tie beam. And these will be the doors. We got a 12-foot door, 10-foot door, and there'll be another 10-foot door here. And we're getting ready to get up here. Got to mortise this in just like we did on that big 8x8 post. Come up here, we'll pull this, chew that in, and then finish stitching it together like we did the rest of it. We already tech screwed the nailers all to the truss on this side. So pretty much all the hard work is done. Mortise this 6x6, get the 12x12 beams in, and then we just got to stitch in the framing. So should be pretty good. I'll show you how we're mortising this 6x6 in up here. All right, so we're marked our 10 feet. Square this up. So what I'm gonna do is notcholina this whole thing 1.5 inches deep so that we can foot the first 2x12 right up on here, so it'll be a ledge for it to sit on. And then after, there'll be some jacks going down here to the concrete. But for now, it'll be just the one and then two behind it, ledger locked together until we get the jack underneath. But there's really no weight here. It's more for shear strength on the sidewall because obviously it's trusses, so you don't have any real load bearing here other than the wall. So then what I like to do is just take a piece of 2x12, toss it right up here. Then I can scribe the top line. Get up there. There, now I know where to cut the top line. So what we're gonna do is gotta be real careful the first one. Make sure this first cut is nice and level across. And then like every 1/4 inch, we're just gonna keep on cutting. And then we'll bang it out. So you'll see, if you've never done this before, this is a great way to do it. It works well. Just a little time consuming, and sometimes you need a little sawdust. Yikeronis. All right, that's enough to get us out. Now you just take your beater and you just kind of take this little accordion here. And bust them out. There, now we can just clean it up with a Sawzall, and we got a happy little pocket for our beam to sit in. Okay, that's it. There's a little cleanup on aisle 5. What we'll do is we'll take the scrap piece, make sure she fits. This is like a glove. Thing of beauty. Got a couple little boogers up here. I got to clean that up. Yeah, it would be good. All right, let's get this in place. So the guys, Santo and his crew, they're heading out for the day. I've told you, it's like a hurricane here all the time. So they're heading out because it's a hurricane and they're having trouble with the panels. So they'll be back in the morning when the wind's a little more calm and get the back done. But it's nice for us because it gives us a nice summer breeze. Makes you feel fine. Ow! Okay, let's get this bad dog in place. Hopefully she'll fit. like a glove, I say. Like a glove. It's a thing of beauty, okay? We'll get some screws in here for now. And then after we'll get it all through bolted. Get our lie detector. Make sure she's level. Woo, dog. You know, once again, perfect will have to do. I guess we got lucky on this one. We're gonna go back and check that side just to make sure this doesn't have a little whoopalina in it. It's perfect. We're gonna leave it. So now hopefully if I measured correctly, this one will fit right up in here. We can throw a screw in it, hold it in place till we lock them all together. My little friend over there. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, this will be good. Squeeze these together. Get up there. Oh yeah, nice and snug. I'm gonna put some of these 5.5 inches through the whole kit and caboodle. Now we'll really lock this whole thing together. Okay, we'll get our big bolts through here and then we'll frame the rest of this in. So the next step is we have to through bolt these together. So we're gonna put 2 big old carriage bolts in each section. So I got my trusty old right angle drill that I think I got like when I was in high school or right after for doing side work. So it's pretty old, golly. And if you're wondering why I didn't put it in reverse to take it out, if you leave it forward, going forward as you drag it out, it'll clean all the boogers out of it. Shazammy, we're good. Well, Shazam. All right, just gonna do the others and we'll be all set. Let's go do it to it, Mountain Dew. Is that even a saying anymore? Do it to it, Mountain Dew? That's what I'm saying. They don't. That's not their slogan anymore, is it? I don't think so. It's just for old people. Okay, see if I screwed this up or not. Oh, that's beautiful.
Santa Claus?
Yeah, right. Sounded like it. I am Santa Claus. Whammo. That's not going anywhere. Well, kids, we did it. We got this side all framed out. So that wasn't too bad. It really looks good. Ready for plywood up there. We got to finish doing these little side walls later after the concrete's poured, but for now we got the gable all framed and we're set here for now. So we're going to pick this up tomorrow. We're going to go hop over and do the gable on the other side. This one's as far as we can go for now. I think it came out great. The boys left for home early. It was a little too windy. They're getting blown off the roof. So can't blame them for that. We don't want anybody getting hurt. So yeah, looks pretty awesome. I think I think it's pretty darn cool. Now we'll hop to the other side. We'll see you in a few minutes tomorrow. Looks great. Guys, welcome back the next day. Welcome back, Bear. Tell everybody you said hi. Say hi? No? So anyway, the three of us are out here working away. I'll show you the roof. The guys did an amazing job. They finished a couple hours ago. And Karina and I are just out here putzing away. She's up on the ladder, you know, in a most safe fashion, putting these little L brackets up. So the engineer called for...
The best.
Yeah, learn from the best, all right. Let me show you what the engineer called for. These little MP1s or something. But, so we got to use these brackets for the girts, purlins, girts. So for the girts, which basically are horizontal wall studs, we're going to use those L brackets, and they attach. That's what Karina's working on up there. We're going to have a double header across the top around the entire perimeter. And then we're going to leave it for that for now until we get the concrete done. And then we'll finish framing the walls. But I want to leave access so the concrete truck can come in on both sides and make it a little easier to pour. And I had to do a little channel out here so I can get my buddy's lift inside in between the dirt piles, and it's working. So I'm working on putting the girts up here on this gable end. This is the last set that I'm going to be able to put in today. And then I'm just start working on the header. So I got to establish our grade back here and then put this. It's not really a header, it's just a tie beam side to side, a triple 2x12 all the way across. And that's supposed to lock the building together in case we get a hurricane for this lateral. And then there's going to be a couple interior walls to lock the center together. Yeah, you can see it up there. So let's put these last couple purlins up. And then I'll take you around, show you the roof. I think that's going to be it for today. All right, so let's get back to work here. These cut, one for each side. I don't remember, I think this is this side. See if she fits. You want it nice and snug? Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect. You know, not sloppy so it falls out nice and snug. Then this way here it'll lock everything together. Just nice and snug. Snug like the old bug in a rug. And each one of these takes about 32 screws. So guys, that's about it. So we're just gonna keep continuing doing this. The next thing I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna hop down, reestablish this grade, put some strings across here, and get the height of our header, that big header beam, mortise that in. But yeah, it's pretty simple. And then after, once that header beam's in, we'll start at the header, and then we're gonna put blocking to stiffen, because that's kind of a long ways to be running horizontally. So there'll be blocking from the header beam, boom, 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 all the way up. Stiffen that right up, and that'll really lock it up. And then wherever the seams land for the plywood, we gotta make sure we block them in as well. All right, I'm gonna come down. I'll show you the roof, what it all looks like all finished. All right, so check out the roof. The guys did a really nice job. They had a whole gang of them. They ended up 4,750 screws. We had one bag of 250 left. So this whole roof, pretty crazy to have that many screws, but there they all are. And we're told every 10 to 15 years you got to have the screws replaced because the rubbers dry out. But the metal will, 50 years warranty on the metal. So I don't think we got to worry about it. It looks really, really good. It's sweet. Now we got to clean up and be able to park the cars under here for now at least. Get old Fred and Duke and the bird underneath here, depending on which one's in the shop. But at least get them out of the weather now. We don't have to worry if we get a hailstorm or something that the cars are going to get all banged up. Pretty sweet. Go check on Karina, see how she's making out over here. How you doing, kiddo? Hanging in there?
Yep.
You got the home stretch there.
4 more to go.
4 more to go. Well, I think we're making good progress. You agree?
Yep.
I'm just showing everybody, and I love my flagpole. We got our flagpole up. But check it out. It's a thing of beauty.
Saved a month of work.
Yep, it did. It saved a month of work. Cost a little money, but it's not worth getting hurt. So if you're up on a roof like this and one slip, boom, have a broken leg and then you're out of commission. So some things just isn't worth it. Hey, thanks folks. Appreciate you watching, following us along on building our new hacienda here. So we're gonna keep plugging away at it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Appreciate every one of you. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon. Bye. Gonna let Karina do all the work.
Okay.
Okay. All right, folks. We'll see you later. Bye.